Hello and welcome to this weekend's edition of Spartan Nation Live. I'm Dana Torres.
And I'm Justin Lopez. We start by looking at what events we have this week. Here's Spartan Nation Live's Maddie Payton with more.
On Monday, the varsity girls tennis will face Jingstu at 4 p.m. Following that, varsity boys tennis will take on Jingstu starting at 4 p.m., along with varsity softball slow pitch versus Collinsville at 4:30 p.m. JV baseball blue versus Bartlesville from 5 to 6. JV baseball white goes against Bartlesville from 7 to 8 p.m. Tuesday afternoon features JV girls soccer at 3:30, JV boys soccer at 4:30, varsity baseball at 6, varsity girls soccer at 6, and varsity boys soccer at 8, all against Bartlesville. Thursday, JV baseball blue will face Union starting at 5 p.m., along with JV baseball white plays Union at 7 p.m. Friday's schedule includes JV girls soccer versus Mustang at 3:30 p.m., JV boys soccer versus Mustang at 4:30 p.m., varsity baseball versus DeWar at 5 p.m., varsity girls soccer versus Mustang at 6 p.m., and varsity boys soccer versus Mustang at 8 p.m. That's all the events this week for Spartan Nation Live. I'm Maddie Payton.
We would like to give a big shout out to our ROTC for winning overall champions at the Oklahoma City Grant Competition this past weekend.
Tax season is here. As many students enter the workforce, Spartan Nation Live's Noah Vaspera shares some important information.
Predicting the weather in green country has always been a high-stakes.
Taxes, we all have to pay them, and with many students entering the workforce, and tax day being last week, what do students need to know about paying them? Eric Landon, math teacher here at Bixby High School, has the answer to that question.
If you have a job, most likely you're already paying taxes, but once per year when you file your taxes, you can probably get most or all of that back from the government as a refund.
Now, what advice should a student have about paying their taxes?
There's a lot of resources available to help you pay your taxes. There's one form called the 1040 that is your tax return. That is the form that everybody needs to fill out. It's probably worth trying to learn to do it yourself instead of, save yourself the money instead of paying like TurboTax to do it. That's what I'd say in general.
The time will come every year where you gotta pay them, so don't forget it. For Spartan Nation Live, I'm Noah Vaspera.
Yesterday marked 31 years since the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City was bombed. It is the worst act of domestic terror to strike in the U.S. history. Oklahoma's perseverance is what is known today as the Oklahoma Standard. 168 people perished in Oklahoma City that day. To learn more about the bombing, you can take a short trip to Oklahoma City and visit the Oklahoma City National Memorial.
Springtime always brings some interesting weather, and with Oklahoma being the epicenter of meteorology in America, Spartan Nation Live's Teja Mathikamale looks into the influence of AI on the field.
Predicting the weather in green country has always been a high-stakes game of physics and intuition, but a new player is entering the forecast room. I'm Teja Mathikamale with Spartan Nation Live, and today we're talking with the experts at the National Weather Service about how artificial intelligence is changing the way we look at the sky.
The meteorologists have at their disposal really anymore now is starting to be a couple dozen different types of weather models that take really complicated physics, really complicated math, calculus, differential equations, and try to forecast the state of the atmosphere.
As algorithms get smarter, the lead time for Oklahomans gets longer. It seems that the future of the weather isn't just in the clouds, it's in the code. For Spartan Nation Live, I'm Teja Mathikamale.
Summer is right around the corner, and cold treats are on their way back. Spartan Nation's Live, Blake Bayous takes a look at what ice cream flavors are popular among Bixby students.
With summer quickly approaching, comes everybody's favorite summer dessert, ice cream.
I'm a chocolate chip cookie girl. My favorite ice cream flavor is triple chocolate.
My favorite ice cream is vanilla custard with gummy worms.
But where do students get their ice cream, or do they make it themselves?
From Andy's, because it's like the frozen custard where like Brahms is just like more of like the basic ice cream. I feel like at Andy's it has more like flavors that has more stuff inside of it.
I have a Ninja Creamy at my house, and my mom made the mix, and we turned on the Ninja Creamy and we made the homemade ice cream, and it was delicious and it was healthy.
For summer, what ice cream flavor are you going to get? For Spartan Nation Live, I'm Blake Bayous.
And before we go, it's time for our motivation of the week.
My name is Coach Rogers, Mike Rogers, and I teach high school history up here on the 3rd floor. And my motivation for the week would be to, when you're throughout your day in class, just slow down and be able to maybe visit with some friends, some mates. Maybe you see after a couple of weeks in class and there's someone that's maybe a bit shy. Maybe on the way out the door you ask them how they're doing and everything else like that. Make sure throughout the day that you're saying hi to all of our porters and our cafeteria workers, bus drivers, the people that make our school go round, that we could not have school without. Check in on each other. All right, have a great week.
That's all for this week's Spartan Nation Live. You can join us each Monday for our weekly announcements, or you can watch anytime on our YouTube channel at Spartan Nation Live. I'm Justin Lopez.
I'm Dana Torres, and from all of us here at Spartan Nation Live, remember,
it's a great day to be a Spartan.